Dajiahao, and welcome to White Gaze, where we whites gaze upon the drama,
the looks,
and the language of our newest favorite Chinese television show, Empresses in the Palace, otherwise known as
Zhen Huan.
I'm Trenty.
I'm Big Westy.
And today we're going to get into episode 36.
Our no edits episode. Just kidding.
Do you remember what happened in episode 35?
35. Yeah, we had Sarah and Natalie over here. And
we did?
Yeah.
A dream come true, a full circle moment.
It was that long ago?
Yeah, it was like months ago. It was before we left to go to the United States.
Okay, well, how was your trip?
It was good.
Did you spread the good gospel of Zhen Huan in America?
I did. I told Cody about it. I think Cody's going to start listening.
Oh, amazing. Shout out Cody.
Yes.
And that was really it. Of course, Taylor was there. I talked to Taylor.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to post the pics.
We did post the pics. I had the Didi and Gaga.
But was
shirts.
It a story or was it a post?
It was a story.
So we need to do a post.
Okay.
And we need to do an article.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to do a few articles. Which I'm sure we will get to. You had given me the suggestion while I was in New York to shoot some content. There's a lot of content creators in New York City, if you did not know. But I was too scared to go to Chinatown.
Yeah, I should have made it a public
Dare.
A public dare, yeah.
A public challenge. Mm-hmm. You're on notice.
Yeah.
Monty did go to Chinatown and get his hair cut.
Oh, yeah.
And they overcharged him. He was worried that he'd go to just some random hair place and that they would overcharge him because he was a tourist. So he went to his countrymen and they did not have his back.
How much did they charge him?
It was like $50. US dollars.
I know, but like, was it a cut like in wash and style?
It was not like they do it here. He did not get an eyebrow massage.
Okay, I'm not talking about puree.
They didn't use that little silver thing on his head.
Did they wash his hair?
I wasn't there, so I can't.
If they washed his hair and he came out with gels and a blowout and whatever, $50 is fair.
Okay. Also, wait, I don't know if I told you this already. I got into contact with Beaverhausen's brother.
Hold on now, that's my sister. Be careful.
Yeah, you did tell me that. Both of them?
There's just one.
Well, you must have been drunk or something because you were texting me about, like, we need to find the twins.
Well, right.
And I was like, what? I, like, with no context. And you're like, Beaverhausen's twin brothers. We need to find them. I'm like, okay, how the fuck do I find Beaverhausen's twin brothers?
Okay, so I had been out with legendary friend of the pod, DJ Michael Signorale. And he was telling me that Beaverhausen had, was triplets. And that they were all gay. And so I was very taken with this rumor. But Beaverhausen does have a gay brother in New York City whose WeChat contact I now have. But I didn't actually get to meet them because we had to fly away.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So the next time we go,
we're going to see Beaverhausen's brother.
Well, they're going to give me a mug.
Oh, yes. Does he do drag as well or just makeup?
I don't know. We'd love to know. You should send us a whisper in the palace if you're listening and let us know. I think just makeup.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was episode 35.
That had nothing to do with episode 35. No, this was like the rise of Zhen Huan again. They had the meeting in the little tea house and she scared off
Oh, that's correct.
Tao
Gui Ren and the other girl, Fucha Gui Ren.
Fucha is the girl she scared.
Yes.
And we had the thing about the monkey and the snake. Kill the monkey to scare the snake, or
no, kill the chicken to scare the monkey.
To scare the monkey, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe that is what's on the poster that Zhen Huan puts up on her wall, but Zhen Huan does put up a poster in the first scene.
Yes, my favorite Liu Ju is looking at the poster, putting up the poster for her.
What do you think it says?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
if it were a poster above my bed, it would probably say like, live, laugh, love to eat ass or something.
Okay. Yes. That's very topical. That's great. But she can't enjoy this poster very long because she quickly gets word that the emperor is
That
mad.
needs her, yes.
The emperor is mad as hell. So she runs over to go talk to Mad Daddy, and right outside is Su Pei Sheng. And Su Pei Sheng is like, girl, you're our only hope. He even kicked all of us out.
Finally, you're here.
Finally, you're here. And there's breaking dishes.
He's yelling and breaking the dishes, yes.
And she's like, well, why is he mad? And Su Pei Sheng is like, well, Prince Duan is wildin'. He just sent another letter and is asking for another promotion on top of everything else that's been going on in the boy drama realm of things.
Oh, and see, but that's what happened in the last episode. We settled all that drama.
Well, obviously not, because Daddy's mad.
We thought that we did. We thought
Right.
that Zhen Huan had settled the drama.
Right. And Zhen Huan does say something that is really fierce that I need to look up. I'm going to put the soundbite in, but she says, ugh, the insatiable snake would try to swallow an elephant.
敦亲王太过人心不足了，才封了他一双儿女，转眼又要来请父。
She goes inside.
I'm more of a Jew.
Oh, the insatiable Jew?
Yeah. But not like in the way that Chinese people will say Jew.
Yeah.
Because that means like obese, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I'm just overweight, not obese.
When I step on the Wii Fit board, it doesn't go all the way to the edge.
It fucking did. Whenever I was a child, like it would. It'd be like, you are obese.
Right.
Seek help.
I think it did that to every child in America.
It did. And I wasn't even a fat kid.
No, but you know, we work with many Asian youths, and we can definitely tell there is a difference between American youths and Asian youths.
Mm-hmm.
Back rolls.
Nintendo.
She goes inside, and Daddy is mad and is like, here, read this note. And I thought the note was beautiful because it was on golden paper.
Yeah.
And did you follow this?
Not at all. And not the second time, not at all.
Okay, well, I wrote down the notes as best as I could.
It was just way too fast. There was too many names to keep up with. He's listing off names. You got all the names written down?
I got some of the names listed down.
Okay.
Not all of them, but the gist of it is as such. And listeners, I do want you to drag me if I get these details wrong. But I did my best. So, initially he says that Prince Dune wants his mother, who is deceased, but who was also a concubine under the previous emperor, to get another title, a brand new name, and to move her tomb to another
Palace.
place that I guess matters, like somewhere. Now, this is drama because
Is it like disrespectful to the current like Empress Dowager?
allegedly, yes, but I don't know why. But also, it's disrespectful to the previous emperor, who was his father, who I guess had just made the decree that she needs to go over there and not over here.
Yeah.
But it also revealed to me for the first time that I guess Prince Duan and the emperor are half brothers.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Did we not already know this?
I didn't. Did you?
Well, he's a prince.
What? They be throwing around these titles all over the place.
Okay. Yeah.
I just thought he was like some like even Hua Fei's brother. Like I thought he was one of those.
Oh, okay. Just,
like just
some,
a man,
general in the army.
Yeah. And the other thing that's making him mad is that right around the time this golden letter arrived, conveniently, he got another golden letter from Hua Fei's brother that was like, yeah, you should think about giving promotions to the other ladies because they deserve it or something. Which just to him proves that there was some collusion.
They're scheming, yeah.
They're scheming together. And he feels very powerless in this situation. He doesn't know what to do because he knows if he says yes, then he is basically giving them more power. But if he says no, then they're going to be mad and use the power they already have to maybe overthrow him. Mm-hmm. And Zhen Huan, of course, says, I'm just a girl.
I'm so confused.
And I would never meddle.
Cherry, cherry, boom, boom.
But if I did, this is what I would say.
Yeah, she's always doing that because she's always up in the affairs.
Yes.
And she's like, but I would never dare speak on affairs like this. And he's like, quit playing around. Tell me what you need to say.
And so she drops some...
That's why I called you over here.
She drops some culture facts. So culture alert. She says that Emperor Jing of Han had to kill... Emperor Jing of Han had to kill Cao Cuo, R.I.P., to do something. And also, Emperor Guangwu of Han also had to endure the murder of his brother and also had to promote Lady Guo to be the empress, even though he truly loved another concubine named Yin Li Hua.
Okay. Yeah, this was so hard for me to follow because that's like 7 different people.
It is.
From 7 different dynasties.
Right. So, I have no idea what the significance of those events means.
I think she's just saying shit's been tough and it's going to be tough for you too.
Right.
You're going to do something that you don't want to do.
Right. And so she is like, all these people had to suffer in order to bring peace and stability. So I'm sure that you're suffering right now will lead to peace and stability. Don't feel so powerless. Don't feel so like frustrated and mad, Daddy. Mm-hmm. And so he was like, what should I do? And she says, well, first of all, you're gonna promote the mama. You're gonna give her the name, and you're gonna move her to the new place. And he picks up that cup and smashes it. And from right outside the door, Su Peixiang and Xia Shazi are like, oh damn, even she couldn't do it. What the fuck do we do now?
What the hell we gonna do now?
Is this also where she says that Hua Fei needs to be promoted?
No, not yet. Because then we do cut back inside, and I think this scene is fierce because she gets down and she shouts out the door, don't worry, we'll clean later. And she starts picking up the pieces of glass, and she was like, so you are going to do that? But you're also going to promote every single other concubine of the previous emperor.
Oh, yeah.
And give them a new name, too. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're agreeing to do what they say, but you're also going to make it so that it doesn't actually mean anything because you're also going to promote your mom, the Empress Dowager, and give her the best name.
And most of these people are dead.
Yeah.
So who the fuck cares?
Well, I certainly don't, but obviously it matters enough to the plot that they included it here.
I know, but like this guy is being so petty for his dead grandmother.
Yeah.
And it's like, for what? You're just gonna be able to say that she had this name because...
Well, remember when he first became the emperor, he literally was fighting a civil war with his brothers that he was slaying to say, no, I'm the one that's going to be the emperor now. So I feel that by promoting his mother in this way, it's also elevating his status so that if he did want to come and kill the emperor and then become the emperor, it's a little easier. What? The step is a little closer.
Because on paper, there's higher ranks, better names.
Yes. What else did I write? Also, they discover that, well, not all of the previous concubines are worthy of a promotion in this way because the 17th prince's mom has decided to become a nun at the monastery. And so they've decided to call her the Venerable Abbess Serene.
Yeah, that's the one.
Love her. And he says something to her along the lines of like, wow, you're so smart. You always put my mind at ease. And she's like, well, I can't give any advice on estate matters because I'm just a girl. But when it comes to family matters such as this, I can only do my little trivial things. And then he says this very famous quote from Lao Tzu that is on the wall at JFK Terminal 4 Delta that says, the journey of 1,000 miles is made up of single steps. So even though you think it's trivial, it could lead up to something that is gigantic and beautiful. So thank you for your advice.
I've never been to JFK.
It's not great.
I left it and went to LaGuardia.
Good choice.
I landed there and went to LaGuardia. But not good choice because I was in Frontier at LaGuardia.
Oh.
It was like a terminal that was for Spirits and Frontier.
Don't do it.
So it was like pours that way. Mm-hmm. You have to carry it yourself. All your luggage on your back.
It was all this like checking in. Like I had to check in outside. It was all this shit that I didn't know. Mm. The lady was very helpful though, and I emailed LaGuardia and told them that she deserves the world.
I love
a promotion.
Yeah,
I love you.
because she didn't make me pay for my bag. She didn't make me pay for my registration. Mm. She checked in for me.
Nice.
She did everything for me because I started crying. I was like,
what's her name?
Get me to Dallas. Naomi.
Naomi, we love you. Outside, the Empress comes by and is like, here I am. I'm going to take care of my man. And Su Pei-sheng is like, actually, no, he's mad,
Zhen Huan's
but
in there.
Zhen Huan's taking care of it. And she said, oh.
Oh, okay. See, now I'm making connections.
Oh, I see how it is.
To a later scene.
If Zhen Huan's handling it, great. Good for her. And she leaves.
She honestly can eat my
Back inside, this is where she's like, and also, by the way, I think you should reinstate Hua Fei. Mm-hmm. And he's like, why the fuck would I do that?
She killed our baby.
She killed our baby, which we know she didn't. But she ends up going, if you can suffer for the country, then I can also suffer for the country. And like Hua Fei's brother is really mad, especially because Hua Fei is feeling sad. So if you can make her feel sad, then she'll chill, and maybe the brother will chill, and then eventually you can take care of it.
Mm-hmm. You said her feel sad, but I know you meant her feel better.
You stupid fucking dinosaur!
If you can make her feel sad.
Oh. If you can...
I know what you meant, though.
Okay,
I was following.
Thank you. Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break. All right, and we are back, and this was a really fierce sleigh when the Empress Dowager walks in.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole episode. I think we'll get into that later, but
This was her ball challenge.
Mm-hmm.
She came in 3 looks.
she did.
They were all in the same collection.
This was the black and purple look.
Yes.
Very, very fierce.
And it was still winter in this scene, so it was like a little fur
The
as
fur,
well.
the fur. Yeah, that's what really makes it cute. And the Empress Dowager says that as long as it's good for the state, then she's okay with it.
It's
Interesting,
whack-a-doodle time.
because
it is whack-a-doodle
she doesn't think that way for long.
No. But I don't think she's going to say that to Daddy.
No. She says, you know, it is it is a blow to my honor, but I will accept and allow you to do this.
Now, I don't know what you mean by this, but she will become another Wenxi. Is that because of...
They're talking about Hua Fei, and she's like, I'm worried that Hua Fei is going to become another Wenxi.
Oh, Wenxi. I was thinking Wen Yi, the baby.
No.
I was like, how does that add up?
No.
Wenxi, okay.
But do you know who Wenxi is?
Hell no.
No, me neither. I wrote that down because I'm like, who is this?
But it makes, I guess it makes more sense that it's not Wen Yi.
Yeah.
That when I read that, I was thinking Wen Yi.
Uh-huh. So, listeners, who's Wenxi? Please let us know.
Have we met this person before?
I don't think. I think it's another history thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Wenxi is the mother of Prince Dun.
You think that we could find, like, on the History Channel something about the Qing Dynasty?
Yeah, surely.
Maybe we should watch one.
On our Patreon.
I know. But that's the stuff we don't care about. That's the boy drama.
It's the boy drama.
And then they're discussing Zhen Huan's baby.
Yes.
And they're feeling guilty about it.
Daddy is feeling very guilty still. He's like, I'm a bad father. I let my baby die. All my babies are dying. Like, this is fucked up. Tea.
It's tea, but it's like how... Yes. It's just happening constantly. Everybody's baby's dying. How is nobody catching on?
That it's them. Killing their own babies.
That it's all a different... It's either Hua Fei or the Empress via ending wrong.
Right. Or the Empress Dowager via the Pleasancy. Because she admits in this scene, she's the one that measured out the Pleasancy. Mm-hmm. So she's like, listen, I did the dose. So if anybody's going to be guilty about it, it should be me. You need to let it go.
Yeah. She spilled the tea.
And she did.
Okay, and then in the next scene, we see that the Empress is jealous.
Yeah. And she's with Jinqiu, Autumn.
Who the hell? Oh,
her little maid.
Yes, her little maid. Love her.
Well, I do, but she was planting some seeds.
She always is. She's kind of like low key, but
she was going to the Empress's ear, and because the Empress was like already in a bad mood that she didn't get to console Daddy, and that Zhen Huan is the one that consoles Daddy now, and she's like, and Jinqiu goes, yeah, and it's kind of crazy that like it's illegal for her to comment on political matters.
Oh wow.
And the Empress is like, no, it's fine because he asks, and she goes, well, yeah, but when he's in a bad mood, maybe he'll change his mind on that. And she said, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's kind of low-key, but she gets fierce.
Yeah. But I don't like that now they are rallying against Zhen Huan. Because I noticed something in my second watch that I didn't notice the first time in a later scene. Related to this.
Okay, yeah, we'll get into that whenever we get into that. So I guess we're moving on to... I don't know what this says. It says Greg Abbott trips.
Yeah, he's running in.
Did he trip?
He tripped.
I don't remember that.
He runs in, he trips, he falls. He's like, Hua Fei, Daddy's on his way.
He's almost here. And you're going to get promoted.
And she's like, what? She was gooped. Fully gooped.
Well, because she's still shook.
Yeah.
And what I believe is going on with her is she knows that this has nothing to do with her.
Well, not yet. I think in this moment she's like very gooped and gagged because it's been months, I think, since he's visited her. And she's just like very caught unawares. Like, why today?
Why is he coming today?
Yeah, like what is it? This is weird.
I've been writing and he ain't been. But she also looked really fierce in the green.
I agree.
I love that color of green, that like deep emerald forest green. And it looked much better without the pink.
Yeah. Because she was wearing a little muff scarf looking thing.
She still did have that on, but the robe was also green. And so it matched better. The like fuchsia and that green I didn't love. So I am happy to see
good for you.
Good greens.
Good greens.
Beautiful greens.
Beautiful athletic greens.
Have you seen that video of Aretha Franklin?
Yeah, beautiful gowns.
She's
beautiful
like,
gowns.
what do you think when you hear these people? Alicia Keys, songwriter, amazing. Taylor Swift, gowns, beautiful gowns. It's just naming off. All right. Is this symbolism?
I think so. Because as soon as the emperor goes over to Hua Fei, we cut to Zhen Huan sitting at her window, wistfully looking out and saying,
Oh,
the snow is melting.
The snow is melting. Yes. Okay.
Spring is here. Because she's been getting iced out and now the ice is melting.
Ice me out like Elsa. Do you know, what's his name? Saucy Santana? Mm-hmm. That's a line from him.
Nice.
That was just a quick little scene, wasn't it?
It was really quick. Well,
but there is another scene where they're like talking about the snow melting because they're talking about the drip. You can hear the dripping.
And that's symbolism too.
I'm dripping. All right. We are back in the workroom.
Yes.
And this is she
sounding this out like it's fucking hooked on phonics. Where are you reading? She and
I see lard.
She also heard the snow melting.
There's no way. There's no way.
You can't read that? It's so clear. It is so clear. She also heard the snow melting. You were just talking about it.
I know. But there's no way. Oh, there's no way. Okay. Yes. We had the little scene where they're talking about the snow melting.
Yes.
And then the very next scene, we see the Empress is in the workroom talking about it as well. You can hear the dripping. You can hear the melting. And then this is when Hua Fei comes in.
Right. Well, right before Hua Fei comes in, again, I believe this is metaphorical symbolism. And she says, yeah, it was so loud throughout the palace that I'm worried that all the girls had trouble sleeping last night.
Did I lie? Did I lie?
As if to say all the girls heard the news
They
that
heard
Hua
the news.
Fei was not being neglected anymore, and now they're shaken. Mm-hmm. They're worried. They can't sleep. They're like, fuck.
And then enter Hua Fei.
Enter Hua Fei, serving cunt. She walks in, confident, head held high, a little saunter in her step.
I am a sinner.
Wastes no time.
No, absolutely none.
And yeah, she starts going at Zhen Huan. And whenever I was watching it, I was like, bitch, how about sorry?
Right. Right. But it was like, oh, Zhen Huan, even though I didn't see you, I've been thinking about you every day.
I couldn't be civil with these bitches. I would be like, how about sorry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something. How are you gonna come in here and act like a bitch after you kill my baby?
Right. Right. And she doesn't even know that it was Zhen Huan's idea that she be unfrozen.
Yeah, how about sorry and thank you?
Right. No, but she's too blinded by her own pride. Pride will be your downfall.
It will. Are you a ringworm in his stomach? I don't remember this one.
Hua Fei had said that about Zhen Huan, specifically about like her relationship with the emperor. I didn't also get this quote either, but I wrote it down because I'm gonna say that to the girls when I'm mad at them out in the world.
你倒是皇上肚子里的蛔虫。
Yeah. Are you a ringworm in his stomach? I don't get it.
Like you're inside of him, eating his food, in his belly, a parasite.
That's hot.
Oh, ew.
Everybody, I bottomed last night.
I'm gonna put the sound effects. But, okay, the thing that I got on the second watch of the scene was that I think this scene is not just that they all hate each other, but I actually think it's the Empress putting Zhen Huan on notice that Hua Fei and I are good now.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes it's great to have a beautiful flower, but sometimes they need to be pruned.
Working in the flower shop, one of my favorite things to do, and I was thinking about this at the show the other day, which was the rose and the money plant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, from the audience?
Yeah.
No.
Was that real money?
No.
Oh, I'm like, did you keep it?
No. It's like paper. It looked very real.
But the rose, they just gave that, and she improvised with that, or
Yeah.
that. That was not planned, that they were going to give her a rose?
No. Well, so Saeed at the beginning of the show, in his first number, he walks around and every girl he like booty dances on, he gives them a rose.
Oh, okay.
So she just ended up having one and then
gave it to Susan.
Organic theater.
Anyways, one of my favorite things to do when making the arrangements is the roses, they like are tight. And you just put it against your mouth and blow a little into it, and it like spreads out.
Bless God and bless the gift.
What did that have to do with pruning? I mean, I know you like to be blowing a rose.
I know why they call it a rosebud.
But yeah, I think that Zhen Huan is... all of the sympathy for her baby being murdered in cold blood has dried up. Because I guess she flew too close to the sun.
Is that
a phrase?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where you got that from. Is that something that people say?
Yeah.
Flew too close to the sun.
Icarus. He made the wings. They were imprisoned. The dad was the inventor. They invented wings by like using wax and feathers. And they were flying away, but the sun got too prideful. And so he flew too high in the sky and the sun melted the wax and he fell to his death.
Where does this story come from?
Greece.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't remember that one. They did a switch in curriculum, so maybe it like switched in between us in school. To making the history more Asia based.
No, this is just like classical literature studies.
Oh, okay. I didn't do AP.
Obviously, Icarus did not exist.
Anyways.
You want to take a break?
Yeah. Icarus.
Yeah.
Icarus. By who? Who wrote it?
Greece? That's like asking Zeus who wrote it.
Who wrote this one?
Who wrote this one?
Greece.
I didn't watch that one. I didn't.
I never went to Uvu Java.
We are back.
And we see the Emperor is with Hua Fei again.
I want to smell like a slut.
And there is suspicion building. This is when Hua Fei is feeling a little like, you don't love me.
You don't love
She's
me.
putting the clues together, and she asks like, well, why are you here? And he's like, well, tomorrow is like the anniversary of the day you were married into the family, like many years ago.
Sure. Why did zero COVID stop overnight?
Well,
That's what she's asking.
There were no. It was over. It was over, and that's all you need to know. And I think that's it of this scene. I think it's just showing like time is passing. He went once. He's gone again on another day.
Yeah, we get a lot of just like little tiny scenes in this episode, just little short scenes that all tie together. And then we have Zhen Huan's father. We get to see Zhen Huan's dad.
Right, he comes in.
Yeah.
And he tries to make it very formal, and the Emperor's like, have a seat. Like, stop getting up and bowing and saying, oh, thank you. Like, let's just talk, because I gave you a mission.
It's good that he is trying to be so formal, because he can't come back and change his mind and be like, well, you were disrespectful to me by coming in and sitting down in my house.
Honestly, it is good. We know that this Emperor is a fuckboy, and he will change his mind.
And he will change his mind. He'll be like, you remember that time you came down and you came and sat in my chair?
So he basically is there to report on the secret mission that he and two other men, whose names I did not write down, were trying to collect dirt on Zhen Huan's brother. No.
Hua Fei's
Hua
brother.
Fei's brother.
that took me a second. I was like, I don't think so. On Hua Fei's brother, yes.
And so they've got the dossier, but they felt like they could not do anything without the emperor saying it, like to give the order.
To say, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the emperor's like, amazing, thank you for collecting the dossier. The time is not now,
But I'll let you know when.
but I'll let you know when.
And then he like offers for him to go visit Zhen Huan. But he is sticking to the formalities and he's like, no, that's inappropriate. That's not allowed. I'm not allowed to visit, or family's not allowed in the...
Men are not allowed in the harem.
Men are not... Yeah, okay.
And so she was like, well, she can come out of the harem. And he was like, but that's also inappropriate.
But that's also inappropriate. That's also against the rules. So maybe next time.
And they have not seen each other for 3 years.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, during the COVID times, if Matt had come to China but didn't visit you.
Because it was inappropriate.
Because it was inappropriate.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it probably, like, that probably would have happened. He probably would have been stuck in a hotel.
Yeah, well, okay, stuck in a hotel, but then you're gonna visit.
Uh-huh.
Not, oh, let me come and go to the fucking Botticelli Museum and then peace.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. So I'm disappointed in the father.
I think that he is making a good decision.
But not for Zhen Huan. Zhen Huan would love to see her daddy. Or, well, her father.
I know, but again, something is going to happen, and then he's going to bring it up like, oh, well, it was inappropriate for you to be in the harem. And
Or the other girls would notice, ooh, your daddy got to come into the harem.
There we go. Another thing is that the girls will be talking. They'll get mad. And they're already mad.
Yeah.
Next, we see Michi Miao Miao and Hua Fei, and she is suspicious.
That's suspicious.
Again,
Yes.
they're talking about, why did I just all of the sudden get reinstated?
That's weird.
He treats me differently.
Uh-huh. Right, because now this is the scene where it's just been announced that she's back to being Hua Fei.
She's not Nian Fei anymore.
She's
She's
not
Hua
Nian
Fei.
Fei,
Yeah.
she's
she
Hua
gets
Fei.
she gets her name back. She didn't just get...
Unfrozen.
Well, she wasn't even unfrozen. She wasn't even Fei. Oh, yeah, she was Fei. But she's just Hua Fei. She's not Gui Fei.
No.
Yeah.
That got revoked as well. But she said, I don't care about being Gui Fei as long as I'm in his heart. Which, girl, you're not.
And she's worried about her brother.
Right. She's just worried, like, oh, I know that my brother has a worse temper than I do. So, like, I'm just worried that, like, okay, I've gotten my favor back. He's gonna do something to fuck it up for me. Little does she know that it's the opposite way. What she does affects the brother.
Affects him.
And, like, so she doesn't realize from where she is standing that she is the one that's being treated nicely in order for the brother to be treated nicely.
Yeah. She's the one being used.
Right. But I do believe at the beginning of this scene, she does bring up, like, valid concerns. Like, he doesn't treat me the same. Like, he doesn't look at me the way that he used to. The way that he speaks to me is different. And her maids, and, like, Greg Abbott and Michi Miao Miao aren't there being like, yeah, that's weird. They're being like, no, let me make up something completely random to make you feel better. Like, they're not even trying to be like, yeah, good point. Interesting. Yeah, let's investigate that. They're just like, don't worry about it, girl. You're the best. Of course he loves you still.
But she's not feeling the love.
No.
Because he is treating her differently.
Right. So I think that they are, in this way, like, not doing their job. Their job is to serve her and make sure that she is taken care of. And right now, they're just lying to her.
Yeah.
To make their lives easier. Because they know when she's mad, she'll, like, beat them.
Yeah. I don't like Michi Miao Miao.
I don't either.
We move over and we see the Empress Dowager and Shen Meizhuang, SMZ.
And she's giving her a nice little foot massage.
They're like besties.
And shout out to Empress Dowager looking fierce.
Yeah, this is look number 2. She's in a black look.
But her hair is blue. Well, she's got blue jewels in her hair.
Sure.
And the Empress Dowager is basically saying, girl,
Go outside.
go outside. You're young and hot. Do not spend your youngest, hottest years with me.
Go play in nature.
And sadly, that's how I feel about going to Mongolia. I'm so glad I did it, but I spent my youngest, hottest years there.
I'm spending my youngest and my hottest years here.
Yeah, but there's gay people here.
Yeah. And not any that want to have anything to do with me.
That's not true. You bottomed yesterday.
Yeah, for a guy who's here for yesterday.
And Shen Meizhuang just says, no, I love being with you because you teach me so much stuff. And also, like, I do not care about the emperor. Let's be real.
Yeah, I actually agree with her because if I were not living here, I would probably...
Getting into trouble.
Getting into trouble. I love getting into trouble. And then we see Zhen Huan and the Empress.
Again? Oh, they're back in the workroom.
Okay.
She is there. I didn't quite understand this scene either. She's there talking with the Empress about like, ooh, you hate scents. Why? And she's like, well, a long time ago, the Emperor said we needed to cut back on shit. And so I was like, ladies, let's stop using all this dumb incense. But then I realized I couldn't tell the other girls what to do. I could just tell myself what to do. So I stopped using incense.
But isn't Hua Fei the only one that has incense?
No, she's the only one that has pleasancy.
Pleasancy.
Speaking of, Monty keeps telling me that I need to get a signature scent.
You have one.
I want to smell
I mean,
like
a cologne of some kind.
Don't you dare.
He just feels like people think that I'm a smelly man.
Well, what scent would you wear?
I don't know.
Do you want something fruity or do you need to talk to Delta Work?
Yeah, okay. Would she know?
Yes.
Would she be able to like smell my skin and be like, this would go with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows undertones and it's like, oh, it's got a little undertone of musk and you could get a musk undertone. Maybe it would compliment.
No, not musk. I'm trying to keep my fertility.
Yes.
Oh damn. Okay, I confused two scenes together.
You stupid fucking
This is when she was like, wow, are you so surprised that Hua Fei's like made such a recovery? And she was like, no, it was inevitable. But even though she's doing good right now, you know, flowers need to be pruned.
Oh, that you were saying this earlier.
So my apologies, dear listeners.
Yeah, you gotta blow out the little rose.
You you can drag me for other things, but not that. These scenes were too similar. It's not my fault.
I know. It literally says needs to be pruned right there. With a question mark. Because what does pruned mean?
Like in English or in the metaphor?
In English.
Okay, in English,
Pruning
means
a flower.
you gotta like cut them down.
Like a wildflower, usually you cut them down and that actually promotes more growth.
Yeah. You cut them and then they grow and...
Pruning.
Yeah. To prune. A verb. Prune. Prune. Prune.
Congrats. All right. Now we're in with Hua Fei. Gooped and gagged and looking gorgeous.
Yes.
Minions just be saggy shit.
I am like spoiling I got these confused as well.
wanna know what? No, I am gonna leave.
This is the scene that you thought.
Yes.
When Michi Meow Meow and
Be saying shit. Yeah.
Yes. Now this is the drama. This is the real drama.
Yeah.
We have Shen Meizhuang and An Lingrong stirring the pot.
Yes. Her maid is actually the one stirring the pot. Her maid's like, well, I heard.
Okay,
that...
yeah, An Lingrong needs to get her little maid together.
No, I think it was on purpose. I think she was like, maid, I need you to be wilding so that I can look like the one to be like, shut up.
Okay, yeah.
But it is coming from me.
So it is coming from An Lingrong, but she was like, you need to say it. But then
You say it. I can't.
I'll punish you.
Yeah. You dirty little bitch. I heard that Zhen Huan is the one who promoted Hua Fei.
Shen Meizhuang is shocked.
She's like, if I find out that that's true, we are not sisters.
We're not sisters anymore. Yeah, and that...
We're about to find out.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna...
What about an empty cave?
小主，安贵人说的有鼻子有眼，恐怕未必是空穴来风。
Oh, like wind out of an empty cave. It was what her maid said. She's like, I don't think she's lying completely. The way that she said it, it made, like, there has to be some truth there.
Mm-hmm. But then this is where the real drama comes in, because we see our besties, Empress Dowager in look number 3.
Yes.
With fabulous hair and watercolored hair pieces, multicolored hair pieces.
No, this is Zhen Huan's. She's got the jewelries in her hair, but it's like actually, it looks like stained glass to me. It
Oh,
looks
yes,
very
yes,
beautiful.
yes. No, I see the arrows now. And this one just says fab
Dress. Yeah, it was fab, don't you think?
It was, yeah.
Okay, maybe I should take the book back for this one, because this was another, like, play-by-play. This scene had a lot of twists and turns.
It did. But I kind of followed this one, kind of. Well, because the Empress Dowager was kind of back and forth for me in this scene.
Also, yes. So first, when Zhen Huan comes in, she's drinking her medicine and is like, this is too bitter. It almost burned my tongue, which I think is a metaphor. And then she gives the medicine back. And she goes to... Zhen Huan is like, so what have you been up to lately?
I can't wait to see how this...
And Zhen Huan's like, oh, you know, girly things. You know, just enjoying my girly little life. She's like, interesting. Shen Meizhuang comes in with, allegedly, a plate of shanja.
It was tomatoes. Yeah,
it was clearly cherry tomatoes.
They said, yes, they said that it was like, what is that, hawthorn? Is that
shanja. Yeah, it's like those little, like, fruity candies that, like, Davide and I love to eat.
Yeah, actually, Davide had those the other day at on Friday. He had them on Friday, but they were like rolled up.
Yeah, like little fruit roll-ups. Yeah, they come in many shapes.
Yeah, but when you get it off the tree, it looks like red and round.
Does it? Because those were cherry tomatoes, Mama.
Those were tomatoes.
And so then she goes, these taste good. They're not too sweet, because after a bitter medicine, it needs to be sweet and sour. So Zhen Huan, confess.
Yeah, it was just kind of...
What did you do?
It was kind of out of nowhere. Yeah, and she's like, so tell me what you did, bitch. And Zhen Huan gets on her knees and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She says, I'm frightened and unaware. Which I want a sticker of that. I need a sticker.
I can show you how to make the sticker. You just get the little snippet.
I'm frightened and unaware. Please enlighten me. And she goes... How dare you interfere in the political makeup of this fucking palace and country?
And I can feel her fear. Because she's trying to figure out, like,
what do I say?
Do I confess? What do
right.
I,
she's like,
what do I do?
Did that. Yeah. So Shen Meizhuang does try to step in, and the Empress Dowager looks at her and is like, I asked her.
Oh.
So she said, ooh. Closing my mouth. Zhen Huan does deny it mostly, but Zhen Huan does say, when it came to matters of family, I thought that I could say something, so I did say a little bit of something.
And I got Daddy's permission.
The Empress Dowager goes, but surely you can see that you have some self-interest in this case. And she's like, well, my only self-interest is to live a peaceful life where people leave me the fuck alone.
I say it. What I say it.
Yeah, and maybe this is very calculated from Zhen Huan. She's like, well, maybe it won't look like I did it if I promote Hua Fei, because everybody knows that we hate each other. And so if this comes out of it, how could it be me? How could I be the one that did it?
It comes out later in their conversation, but it comes out that it was the Empress who told the Empress Dowager that it was Zhen Huan.
Yeah.
That did all of this.
But she doesn't even fucking know that. She just knew that Zhen Huan was in the room. She didn't know what was said.
But the Emperor was, like, inconsolable, and we know that the Emperor is, sorry to say, dumb. He couldn't have thought of this on his own, I don't think. Even though Zhen Huan tries to say he thought of it on his own. The Empress Dowager kind of backs off a little bit and is like, listen, y'all. You girls are young, but you don't have any kids, and your lives depend on the Emperor. If something were to happen to the Emperor, then you guys would be out on your butts selling pussy in Iceland. So y'all need to figure your shit out, because I would hate for something bad to happen to y'all.
Yeah, and this is where it gets confusing for me because it's like she's scolding her, but then she also like, come to mama.
Hold my hand. Let me be sweet to you. So maybe, again, if it's like the metaphor of, I took some bitter medicine, now I'm going to get my shanja.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be real harsh to you at the beginning. I'm going to burn your tongue.
But then I'm going to get that
And now
sweet.
let me be sweet. Now let me be sweet to you.
Yeah.
But it is in this moment that the Empress Dowager is like, and is it also true that it was you who promoted Hua Fei again? Face crack on Shen Meizhuang.
Yeah.
Because she goes, yeah, it was me.
It was me. Shen Meizhuang is mad.
Uh-huh. And I think Zhen Huan knows that she is in trouble.
Absolutely. Because it's like quite awkward in the room.
Mm-hmm. And she asks why she would... The Empress Dowager asks Zhen Huan why she would give such a suggestion. And Zhen Huan says, like, listen, if somebody in this palace has got to suffer in order for peace to be restored, I would rather that person be me. Because I can deal with it. I can get over it. I can grow and learn and change.
But I know that she can't and her brother can't.
Mm-hmm. And so the Empress Dowager says, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, just try to have a baby soon if you can. That would help you for sure.
Uh-huh.
Because it does seem like not the Empress, but the Empress Dowager would kind of like for Zhen Huan to have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, y'all go out and play now. Go be girls outside together, please.
So yeah, I think that maybe we'll have a fight in the next episode. An argument.
I think so.
If we get a start back up where we left off, they go outside and play, and some drama.
Well,
maybe a little bit of screaming.
It's interesting because when they finally do leave, Zhen Huan is actually pulled back by the Empress. So Shen Meizhuang gets a head start, and she leaves. And when she pulls Zhen Huan back, they share our favorite quote.
The lack of talent is a virtue of a woman.
Yes. And the Empress Dowager, feminist icon, says, I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's true. But if you're too talented, that can lead you to a hapless fate.
Mm-hmm.
So I would really hate for you to be too talented. She says something too. Oh, fuck, I didn't write it down. It's like the decisions of emperors can be swayed and changed by the sighs and cries of a woman.
这后宫里虽说你们只是一介女流，却是个女人一哭一笑都能引发前朝风吹草动的地方。
Because I think the insinuation here is like, Zhen Huan, we're mad at you only because you proved to all of us that whatever you say the emperor will do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's too much power. None of us are comfortable with you doing that.
Dial it back.
Dial it back. I like you. But don't make me intolerable to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when she goes out, she sees that Shen Meizhuang is already gone. And does she try to chase her? Nor. She's like, okay, I'm going to let her chill.
Daddy, chill.
In the next scene, Anling Rong is seen sewing and singing to herself.
Yes.
And her maid comes in and is like, ooh, I saw Shen Meizhuang running out of that palace looking mad as hell. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's because she got in a fight with the Empress Dowager? And then Anling Rong goes, no. I think it's because she found out that Zhen Huan promoted Hua Fei. And my evil plan has come to fruition.
Scheming. Everybody's scheming.
Mm-hmm. End of episode. So we're going to have to figure that out. But why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we can get to the fun stuff. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are back, and it is time for
本周心机真宠装
I have 3 choices.
I do as well.
And they all are the Empress Dowager.
Same.
I just don't know which one.
The thing is, Bussy Queen also had this problem when he recapped the Fame Games. It was Darien Lake in the top 3 for all 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he did choose one, but I think all 3 of these looks are in the same collection. I think they evolve as the episode goes on. We go from winter streetwear.
One is Mew 1, and then the next one is Mew 2.
Mew 2. And the final...
Mew 3.
No.
I don't know.
Mugatu.
Oh, Mugatu. Yeah.
And that's fashion.
Exactly. Yeah, the third one is like the fiercest one, but they are all very good. Mm-hmm. Every time she popped up on the screen, we were just like, wow.
Yeah. So that was
本周心机真宠装。
All right, now it's time for language challenge. I did not come up with this, but I am going to challenge Trenton to it.
Okay. What's it called?
I'm also going to also do this. It's called 回家.
This is the segment where we take you inside our homes and give you an exclusive tour.
Yeah, so Trenton will do it this week, and then I will do it next week, and you will see the tours of our homes on our exclusive content on Afatian.
6.5 hours later.
What a beautiful home!
Thank you. I'm just glad that Ai came because it looks really nice now.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, thank you for joining us for episode 36 of
White Gaze. Do we do that? No. We don't do that. No. What we do is say, Zaijian.
If you like White Gaze, we would love for you to leave a review of our podcast, give us 5 stars, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen from. You can also support us by signing up to be a subscriber by going to anchor.fm/whitegaze/subscribe.
You can follow us at @reverse_cowboy_ and at Officer Trenty, and our White Gaze account is at White Gaze Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Douyin, TikTok, and the Anchor app.
White Gaze is not endorsed by Beijing TV Art Center. It is intended for entertainment purposes only. Zhen Huan and all names, audio, pictures, and video clips are all registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respected trademark and or copyright holders.
White Gaze is a podcast hosted by Weston Swift and Trenton Schneiders. Produced by Trenton Schneiders and Monty Shaw. Sound and audio by Trenton Schneiders. Media by Monty Shaw. Our theme song is White Gaze by Trenton Schneiders and Weston Swift.